World Wide Web.
Oh, okay.
Gentlemen, we're ready. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling this?
Yeah, we're good.
It's happy hour. We're in the
live,
car.
huh? Oh, snap.
Welcome to Car Con Carne. I'm James Van Osdell. This is my car, and we're back in the car now. I'm joined by really an elite strike force from Crushed by Giants, located at 601 North Rush. It's the 600 North Michigan building, Rushden, Ohio. Enrique Roman, he is the head chef of Crushed by Giants. In the back seat, right behind me, it is David Kerns. He's the head brewer. And over my shoulder to my right is Joe Steigerwald, who is the marketing man behind all this. Crushed by Giants, we're going to talk about the beer. We're going to talk about running a business in River North right here on Rushden, Ohio. We're also going to talk about the food because you have loaded up the car with food, and the smell.
It smells good.
The plus and minus of doing this in this type of car is the smells just immediately take over the car. So when you bring in yummy food, it needs to be cracked open immediately. So let's start by talking about the menu, Enrique. When building a menu for Crushed by Giants, what were you looking to do?
Just trying to make sure that the food is great, like everything from scratch, nothing frozen, no frozen stuff. You know, that's the big no-no. And just to make sure that when they have a nice, refreshing beer, you have something that they have something portioned correctly for them to eat, like pizzas, sliced pizzas, and burgers.
Because pizza and beer, that is the holy union right there. Those two.
Oh, yes, it does.
Damn right.
Yeah. Cheese curds and fries.
curds.
Yes, we got cheese curds in this piece.
You know, I swear to you, there was a time 20 years ago where you couldn't get cheese curds in Chicago.
Just go to Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was a Wisconsin thing for a long time.
Uh-huh.
You had to go over the border to get your curds and.
But I'm grateful that it's made its way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We don't have the squeaky curds. We got the good melty curds.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yes, it's good.
So your pizza, Eater online, eater.com, just mentioned your pizzas as what was the review? It was one of the 10 hottest pizzas in Chicago to try right now.
Yes, the sausage and peppers, how sausage met the peppers is top seller and it's good.
Sausage and peppers, really, that is the pizza, the way to top a pizza.
Yes.
Well, and you've got it right here. So
yeah,
can you hold it
right.
up?
Like what? And then the sausage comes straight from Schlegel Farms.
Ooh.
Look at this.
Oh, come on. All right, I'm going to try to hold this up as best I can.
Look at that.
Look at this. Oh, my God, the smell.
People on Facebook could smell it. Whoa.
You got it. You got it.
You want to go to the camera right now, you know?
Uh-huh. So I hope you guys are going to be sharing food with me in the car.
Yes.
Okay, right on. Let's just bust this open. I'm going to grab a piece right now. My greedy little hands.
Dig in. I got napkins here, and so.
So the Schlegel Farm sausage.
Yes.
And what kind of cheese we're looking at? Just straight up mozzarella?
We make it in house. Yeah, straight up mozz. We don't buy it from the store. It's made in house. It's fresh, from curds, and yeah, it's delicious.
And it back there. This is a great thin crust. I mean, it's super thin. This is a great thin crust pizza. What do you do with the crust? What's in there? Anything?
We just it's two types of flour. It's like turkey flour they call it, like reddish, with like wheat, and then the regular flour, and your same yeast, water, salt. It takes love to make. It takes patience, because everybody around there knows about baking and doing pizza doughs. It's about patience.
It is about patience. Now, here's the thing. I've gone on record. I will eat any kind of pizza. I don't care. I think all pizza is good to varying degrees. But there's something to be said when there are legitimate good ingredients on that pizza.
Oh, my God.
This sausage is...
This is bomb.
This sausage is insane.
This is actually the first time I had this pizza.
Is it really?
It's good.
It's
Everything's
really
fresh,
good.
man. Everything's fresh. I know people be like, how is it possible that, high volume place makes this, but time and effort, baby, and this is what it is, time and effort, and it tastes so good.
And the peppers are perfect. Oh, my Lord. So there's a red peppers on there.
Yeah. Roasted red peppers.
I think when people think of a sausage and pepper pizza, they think of green bell pepper. The red peppers are a nice sweetness.
Yes. And then you have the caramelized onions in there. Top it off.
I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. Oh, my God. I intentionally didn't have lunch today. I just knew better. I looked at your menu. I've heard about you. I didn't eat before I came here.
It's good.
Dude.
I was saving my appetite. I was going to have lunch, but I was like, no, we'll share the food.
David, you ready for round two? You still working on the first piece?
Oh yeah, I got a little bit left, but this crust is.
This crust is great.
I make pizza at home, and this.
Oh my god.
And we
We
use
also have a
the
pretty bomb pizza oven.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we use the Pizza Master from straight from Sweden. Guys are doing stuff beautifully over there.
So other pizzas you have, this, I can't I'm going to take another piece. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just,
You don't need to apologize.
It is. Yeah, it's right there. Go ahead.
my work is not done here. Oh my
Trust
god.
me.
This sausage.
Schlegel Farms.
So you also have kind of a standard margarita pizza,
Yes.
which has local Parmesan, like legitimately local Parmesan.
Yeah, we make it in house.
Wow. What's the pepperelli?
There's it comes from like I said, we use Schlegel Farms for every product.
Mm-hmm.
The pepperoni, we don't make it in house, but it's still made somewhere that's in good hands. And it's just same thing, mozzarella, oregano with the pizza sauce, and sporty peppers. That's
Now this
top.
sounds good. The sunshroom.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of It's
White wine lemon cream, house-made mozzarella, roasted mushrooms, crispy garlic. So you just like, what do you do for that? Just
It takes time to make the crispy chips because you can't buy them. You could buy them in the store, but when you make them with the pot and make sure that the oil is not too hot, not too cold, and then you shaved your garlic, whole garlic. Man, it takes a minute, but trust me, when you taste it, the crispiness, it's made perfect. Man,
That sounds amazing. And so parsley and lemon zest on that too. That sounds like a really nice savory pizza.
It is. It sells.
Yeah, I bet it does. And there, who doesn't like a pesto, a basil pesto with house-made mozzarella, braised
Oh,
chicken?
that's so fresh, man. When you,
I really like that one, man.
That's our newest one. That
That's
just got
the new-
added on,
it's-
what, a week ago?
Yeah, it's so refreshing that when you have it, you be like, oh, it's not dense. It's nice and it's even flavors, and it's good.
So
Yeah,
again,
you try it when I was running around. I was like, that's damn good, dude.
so Eater says 10 hottest pizzas to try in Chicago right now. They're talking about the stuff that's coming out of your kitchen. Crushed by Giants. Let's talk a little bit about who you are and what this is. First, let's start with where you are. You're in River North. So, as a Chicagoan, you know, we're all aware of all the microbrews scattered across the far corners of the globe. I think we tend to dismiss anything that happens in River North or Streeterville. We're just not aware of what's going on. And I wonder, is that your biggest challenge, is letting locals know that you're here?
I think, locals are starting to find us more and more. I think that, we have a lot of tourists that are coming in and bouncing in, so, I call them beer curious. They want to come in, they want to try new stuff. And, we can cater to that easily. Dave puts together some really fantastic beer. They vary constantly, and they rotate all the time. So our popular ones, they bounce real quick. So if you want to get them, you got to get them, when the getting's good. And then we do have some staples around too that people come just to seek out, like Neon Werewolf. It's a double dry hop IPA that we have on all the time.
It was good.
And it's fantastic. It's a good every single day.
Don't drink on the job. Just after the shift. Have a nice cold.
Don't we use that in a sauce?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
In which sauce? In the tomato sauce? And
No.
Was it a previous thing then? Maybe the barbecue sauce or something?
Yeah, the
Ooh.
barbecue sauce, we use the beer, yes.
Yeah.
It was that one, but
Yeah.
we changed it for the pesto, which it's a good choice too, but yeah.
is it the kind of situation where David comes up to you and says, oh, you got to try this. Here's what I've been working on. This would be great with...
Sometimes, yeah. We've kind of developed like a little bit more of that. I think it kind of initiated with our Haymarket and
Yes, with the-
our
yes.
Haymarket collab and stuff like that. And then I was like, well, shit, we should, talk about this more and come up with some more stuff like that. And Enrique's been totally down. So I think we're gonna do some more stuff like that for sure.
Yeah, we did like a pineapple / pork with it was tangy with habanero pickled onions with the Haymarket with collab. It was
Yeah.
it was a-
Belgian IPA pairing.
yeah. So we tasted
mango.
how it was, fruity, but and it was. I just made whatever we can, and
And you
Came out good.
you sweetened that sauce up a little bit too, right?
yes,
Yeah.
with brown sugar, and yes, it was nice. Good collab.
All right, so here we are, 600 North Michigan. This location, Crushed by Giants, opened when?
We opened in July last year. We, as we were talking about a little bit earlier, we had to bring in all the tanks through the roof of the building. It was
Yeah,
pretty...
these are, when you talk about tanks, these are not petite.
Yeah, they're not
items.
like propane tanks in your grill or anything like that.
They're 15-barrel fermenters, so they're decent
And they're on
size.
display. If you're walking on Rush Street, you can just look up at the window, and they're there on display. It's like,
Sometimes you can see me in there working.
oh, I'm sure. It's kind of like a siren song calling sailors from the street up into 600 North
I
Michigan.
hope so.
Drink me.
Yeah, those windows we got up there are intentional. We want you to see our beer fermenting, and we want you to see people eating pizza on the other side of the street. And generally, if you look up on either side of the building, you're going to see one, a little bit of both. But yeah, I think you asked me, how people are finding us. We're out there. We're talking about beer all the time. We are, just like everybody in beer, we're buds with everybody in the industry.
Hey, that's the truth,
That's
isn't
true.
it? Everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And there's-
we get a lot of help from that. Just saying, like, our friends at other breweries saying, hey, man, like, go stop by Crushed by Giants. And then we also have the notoriety, not notoriety, but the I guess pedigree of being part of a really great restaurant group too. So we're joined up with Dry Hop, with Corridor, Roebuck Pizza, all in Lakeview, and then we're the fourth stop. But we have our own all of our own beer. So we have Dave down here. We've got our own brewers at all the other locations, and they're completely different beer programs.
Each place has its own identity.
completely
Yes.
different,
Yeah.
and the food
Yeah.
is different too.
I love it. Well, let's talk a little bit about the beer as we maybe work our way around the food. You guys have to eat more pizza.
There's 2 more
Wait, have you
slices.
had a piece of pizza?
Yeah, I like 2 of them. Oh, yeah. Can't. You gotta add some pounds in the camera. I can't add pounds.
Well, is the rule we can't open up more food until we finish?
No,
with
no.
what's
No,
on
no,
the
No,
plate?
no, no.
Bring it on.
Which
You want to
I'm
taste the
willing to play.
cards?
Look,
Oh, we got-
dude, I'll play along with the rule.
Well, you know what? Since you're doing it,
Thank you.
well, okay,
Thank you for
I'll
rising to
follow
the
suit. I'll
occasion.
follow suit.
Attaboy.
Which is you do a cheers thing, cheers. There you go.
And because the crust is so thin and so light, you don't feel like you're doing something irresponsible. Like we've
Yeah.
all had those pizzas where you have one piece, you're like,
Oh,
shit.
man, I
oh
messed
shit,
up.
I've done it.
You don't feel
Calories.
bad after eating this pizza.
No,
Like it's because it's fresh.
You gotta start
Well,
counting calories.
it's those caramelized onions too with the peppers. It's really nicely balanced pizza.
Yeah, and it's not dense and heavy. And then with a nice beer.
Let's talk about those nice beers. Here's how I know David's legit. You talk to this guy about anything on the beer menu, and he goes into mad scientist mode. You ask him about the ingredients, and he will explain down to the micron what's going in his beers, how he experiments. Like he is that mad scientist working here at Crushed by Giants, coming up with these beer concepts, which are delicious
Yes.
and refreshing. Talk a little bit, since I asked Enrique about the food menu approach, talk to me a little bit, David, about your approach to, again, establishing a unique identity for Crushed by Giants, a unique beer identity.
Well, I guess I'm trying to hit all the boxes with stuff. We have a unique clientele, being that we get a lot of tourists and stuff like that. So you're not just catering to the local Chicago flavor. You're going to want to cater to a decent variety. And since we only really have space for 6 to 8 beers, we only have 6 serving tanks, and we have a couple guest lines. But so basically, what I'm trying to hit are some of the major points of like we have the Neon Werewolf, which will be our pretty much staple East Coast like hazy IPA.
Oh, okay.
Always want to have a West Coast on. Always would like to have something Belgian on. An easy drinker, such as a Kolsch, Helles, Italian Pilsner, Mexican Lager, things like that. And possibly keep it on a sour program is something I'd like to start doing. Mostly kettle sours and stuff, but maybe some barrel-aged, small amounts of barrel-aged stuff for limited release or something like that. And then, just something else to experiment with. Like right now we got the Bad Day Remedy, which is a 10% IPA. And, in the fall, winter time, we'll experiment with some more stouts and things like that. We'll also, maybe do, I was thinking about doing Americanized versions of a lot of different stuff, like brown ales and red ales and things like that. So, and also experimenting with a lot of fruited stuff. Coming up, we have a Rosé Saison that's going to be with Malbec rosé grapes.
That's
And
in the tank right now?
yeah, it is. and then with rose hips as well. So think of a visually stunning beer. I hope I'll deliver it. Belgian style beer, about 6% beer.
Got some curds.
So if you're listening
those
as
are
opposed
good.
to watching, Enrique is holding up to the camera these curds.
Have that with the Kolsch.
Oh yeah, lightly
good.
batter fried.
Yes.
Now what?
That's
That's buffalo.
Buffalo sauce and blue cheese dressing.
Will this melt my face?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and sweet because we make it with
butter.
With butter, nice butter, clarified butter.
That's what that sweetness is.
That's
That's
buffalo,
yeah,
you know.
That's butter,
and
dude.
It's good.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it's
very lightly battered.
It is light. I like it.
when we use
I'm
the
gonna take
beer.
one more.
Yeah, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, this is a great appetizer. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one of the
it's-
top sellers. Yeah,
You can see
there you
it's not heavily fried, which we've all had heavily fried curds where you're
It's
tasting
not great.
oil.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
oil. Now you know, we treat ourselves good.
How about for the kids at home?
We make everything in house. Everything's good.
Oh, buffalo sauce is
down.
great. It's not melting my face. It's the right amount of heat.
Yes.
But since you guys are selling beer, it's enough to make me want to order a beer. So mission accomplished.
Yes,
That's what you
thank
want.
Yeah, you want that.
That's what you want with the buffalo sauce, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So with you've got the Shandy as one of your selections right now. I'm assuming, given the fact that it's 5,000 degrees outside in Chicago, that's got to be a big seller right now.
Yeah, it's huge. We actually poured beer at a fest this weekend for charity, and we showed up with a shandy and with a pilsner, and both of them were home runs for the event. I mean, I think it was a 100-degree day or something like that.
I had to leave and go get more Pilsner because we ran out.
Yeah,
It was hot.
Dave had to go on a little rescue mission to rescue
The
another
proverbial
keg.
good problem to have. Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that is a good problem to have.
But nobody was, as we ran out of the Pilsner, nobody was upset. We had a great shandy on too, and it was ready to go, and it's absolutely perfect for a day like today where it feels like you can, you're chewing on the air a little bit.
So, I mean, here's the situation. You're in River North, 600 North Michigan. We're right here at the corner of Ohio and Rush. You walk in off the street, you're walking into an air-conditioned building. That's a plus.
Yes.
You walk into this space, it is a gorgeous, super cool facility. I hate to use the word facility, restaurant, brew pub, location. Like, it feels comfortable. It feels cool without overstating its coolness. I love the space, and then the food and beer kick ass.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to be there. Once you come in, take a look, try to find all the monsters. We have monsters hidden all over the wall because we're called Crushed by Giants, and so we have a bunch of photos of our monster Clyde hanging out with a bunch of people who are drinking beer and stuff like that. There's even some hidden in the floor tiles and in a couple of other cool places. So we try to make it a fun, inviting environment that you can come in. Versus some of the other places in River North, you're going to spend a ton of dough,
Yes.
And so we wanted to make it, somewhere inviting. You can come, get a couple of beers, get a burger, feel great, be full, be happy after having a couple of beers, and not spend $1 million.
Well, and this is, I mentioned Chicagoans, and this is something Chicagoans should know about. We all work downtown. What a great place to go right after work. It's centrally located.
Yes.
It's on your way to or from the L or Metro or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
Yeah, we're right off of Michigan Avenue, so yeah, tons of people buzz by us all the time, and luckily a whole a decent amount of them find us and come in and hang out, and we actually are when there is bad weather, it's kind of dope for us because people want to get in from out of the gnarly weather, and then they come in and they find us, and then they come back again and again.
And they're happy to do that choice because they'll be like, oh my God, this is good.
Yeah, there was a guy the other day that stayed for like 3 hours.
But I mean, you're all friendly. I mean, I'm sure there's a sense of community here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have some good regulars and stuff as well.
I love it.
Especially guys that union guys that have been working downtown. They've been coming in on a regular basis. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, beer, cocktails. Just get some snacks.
So one thing that I couldn't help but notice, it was incredibly appealing to me, is your music connection.
Yeah.
At Crushed by Giants. I mean, you've got a turntable and records behind the bar.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm like, oh, this is great. This is exactly where I want to hang out. And then, I mean, one of your signature beers, at least right now, is Last Cup of Sorrow, which, for the record, one of the best songs Faith No More ever did.
Yeah.
Tis true.
Yep. Pretty regularly, the team, we all kind of work together on the names of the beers. We have a lot of fun with them.
I actually put a little notepad behind the bar And anybody in the place, if they want to come up with a name for a beer, like, it's there. It's just there for anybody who's, even customers. You want to throw a beer name in there, go ahead. Like, I don't want to be the only person responsible for coming up with beer names.
Naming things is hard.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Especially after one after another. So
I usually start giving the bar staff and servers and kitchen people and Joe taste the stuff off the fermenters so we can like start coming up with a name of sorts for things, because I just don't want to be responsible for all of them.
There's a couple of pop culture ones we have on right now. We have BFG, which we call Big Fuzzy Giant, but that also is the big gun in Doom. And then we also have Out of Juice, which is a little play on Out of Time from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fun with it, and then we do a lot of music stuff too. And we have a lot of musicians on staff, so people who play drums and they're singer-songwriters. And then also if we're not musicians, everyone's just a huge fan of music in general. So
Which is true.
We hear the stuff that plays throughout the day. It's a huge variety. All day long we had like Punk Rock Tuesday going on today, and then we switched over to like I think yacht rock at the end of the day.
Nothing wrong with a little yacht rock.
Or some Wu-Tang Clan,
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah, that is.
A little Jerry Rafferty every now and then is okay. Little river band. All right, so the last cup of sorrow, that is 8% ABV. And the one thing I wanted to mention, here's the neat thing about going to Crushed by Giants. Lots of high alcohol by volume beers, they don't taste like it. So it's the proverbial blessing and curse. They're so flavorful. Again, going back to all these ingredients that David was talking about, or I was saying he was talking about, these complex flavors, but you don't realize, this is a very dense alcoholic beverage. They're deceptive.
Yeah, they can be. Yeah, if you can ferment them down dry enough, it's pretty nice because you can get that feeling, but without like it feeling too boozy, I guess.
Right. So you mentioned the Bad Day Remedy. It's a 10%. What's the connection with Spin Doctors, Better Than Ezra?
Actually, Brant wrote that because that's the way it made him feel. As I said before, I include everybody in the naming of beers. Brant heads up our beer program for all of our locations, Corridor, Dry Hop, Roebuck, and Crushed by Giants. And I was like, hey man, what do you think about this beer? And he came up with the name of that. But him and I are not too far apart in age, so I totally understood it. But it's something it reminded him of. We were drinking those double IPAs like that.
I remember that day, and we were actually listening to Spin Doctors Radio that day too.
Okay.
And everybody was like dancing around the restaurant to Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. So
I think that's where it happened. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where he got it. Yeah.
As long as it wasn't Jimmy Olsen's Blues, I'm okay with it.
All right.
It's the most I've talked about Spin Doctors in 30 years.
Yeah, right? I forgot even
that
that's where we came up.
I thought those days were behind me. All right, let's bust. We have sandwiches in the car, too.
do.
Yeah, we do.
This is just like a bonanza.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm
I don't
gonna.
know if it's the Reuben or the
Now that we've talked about more beer, let's let Enrique show off a little bit.
All right, there you go, bud. Burger coming at you.
Watering burger we have.
Oh, boy.
Look at this.
Oh, that's huge.
Go ahead, look at that.
You gotta check this
It's
guy
no
out.
joke, man.
Oh, man.
It's like an official American burger. You got
See,
your...
and the secret is American cheese is the meltiest of all the cheeses. That's what you have to use for a burger.
Yes.
Oh,
that.
look
Go
at
ahead,
this.
taste this.
This is
Take a
heavy.
bite out of crime.
This is heavy. Well, does someone want to split this with me, or like you want to like cut this?
Oh yeah, we have some cutlery.
Yeah. I'm not going to just start gnawing on it. This is heavy. And I did this Ozzie Guillen thing when you brought it out, like he was calling for Bobby Jenks, like trying to approximate.
Oh, I remember that.
Uh-huh.
And they won the World Series.
Yeah, it's time to start thinking about World Series Sox memories.
Oh, yeah, I remember when he had, I remember those days. I watched them win it.
Uh-huh.
And when they beat Boston Red Sox, because they were a good team, and they won it. They swept them, I think. Go
David,
ahead.
Dude, you just got to dig in there, bro.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it.
And you know I'm going to be wearing this home. Like, you know this is going to land on me.
That's right.
There it
That's
is.
a sign of a good
There you
interview.
go.
Uh-huh. In this podcast, it is.
Yeah, you go. Yes.
So the
This
name
is
of this
just-
on the menu is just simply the burger.
Mm-hmm.
You got your aioli and your fries. That's that good. It's juicy. It's just dill pickles tomatoes from the vine,
I am wearing
lettuce.
this. I am wearing this, dude. It is dripping on me. I'm glad you're amused.
There you go. Look.
It's a beastly burger, but it's delicious.
It is a delicious burger on the brioche bun.
Yeah, with caramelized onions. And,
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
This is something great. What do you do with the ground beef?
We seasoned it, salt, and we put mustard on top. So like a little, you know.
Oh, they cook it
seasoning.
with the mustard
And
on
we
it.
cook it in the
Oh, wow.
mustard.
It's good.
It's nice and seared with
I'm
American
I'm
cheese.
tasting that.
And then we put the special sauce, which is, like Thousand Island. But
This is a great burger.
it's good and juicy, and it's not heavy. Because you got, like I said, fresh ingredients. Lettuce, tomatoes on
It's
the
a
vine.
little heavy.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's better than, yeah.
I'm defiling your restaurant napkin, too.
Oh, that's okay. That's what they're for.
Fair.
Yeah. They've seen worse.
It's good.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so the stuff we didn't bring into the car, what are we missing? You've got a spicy fried chicken.
Oh, yeah, that one's...
I'm sure that everyone wants spicy chicken these days.
Yeah, with the Cajun rub we have, we got a hot rub,
Mm-hmm.
source of a lot of spices that we put in there. Everything's meshed in. It's not overpowering one another, like the cayenne or sweet paprika, and it's good, and it's a good seller.
And you have a Jardinera Aioli.
Yes.
You have that here? Can you hold it up?
Yeah. Has that love right there.
I
Use
love
a hot and spicy jardinera, and then it's a
I love
secret.
anything with Jardinera.
Yeah.
So I bet that's great with the fries.
Yes.
It is good with the
It
fries.
goes with the fries.
Yeah.
It's like ranch dressing. It goes everywhere.
Oh, just so you know, I'm not shaking anyone's hand when we're done.
No, it's fine.
You don't want a piece of this.
We'll do air high fives. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
By the way,
this is good.
after living through COVID and continuing to live through COVID, can we all be done with handshakes? Can we just move on to fist bumps from now on?
Yeah, or we could just wave. Like,
Can there be one takeaway from the pandemic? Is we just fist bump?
Yeah.
Or the old school forearm. No, remember when they used to do like when you see Hercules? Old school Hercules when they shook their hands, but with they go all up to the forehand, not using the hand.
oh, this stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I get what you're saying.
I'm not even sure I'm this hungry, but I feel like I have to finish this just so it doesn't fall on me. Like,
Same here.
I have to. Oh, you win.
Hey man, it's good.
It wasn't a race, but if it was,
I didn't eat lunch. I knew I wasn't gonna come here, so I was like, I'll be ready.
Yeah,
I
man
guess
with a plan. That was smart.
There you go.
I had to.
and
Good.
I made the fatal error of resting my streaming camera on top of the baby wipes.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So
We have an extra napkin.
the thing I need the most is the thing I can't have. There's a life lesson there.
True that. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's good.
So your operating hours, as I try to wolf this down, are?
Yeah, we open every day, so we're open 7 days a week now. We start at noon for lunch, and we're open during the weekdays until 9 o'clock, and then weekends, including Friday, until 10.
Perfect. I know there's more food. How's that going to work?
So, we're going to figure this out. Actually, I'll trade with you guys.
I'm going to try the Jardinera Aioli, because that was one of the things that jumped out to me from the menu.
That's some goodness right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you sold that on a shelf, I would buy it.
It's good. It's not as spicy as you probably think it is, but it's not.
Yeah,
That's a great condiment.
It's a balanced sauce.
It's well balanced.
It's really good.
Dude.
I can't think of much that it wouldn't taste good
Right.
on.
This would go with everything. Sandwiches, it goes great with fries.
Yeah.
Even in a salad.
Mhm.
The topper. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Jardinera Aioli. Standard. Okay, what's left?
All right. Well, we saved this one for last for you. I think you know what's coming. So here, Enrique, I'm going to trade with you. And James, I'll take that from you.
Oh, thank you.
So get that out of your way. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So, James, tell me about your first cardiac incident. Well, I had some guys in the car with me. We were crushed by giants. Oh, no.
Yes.
Would you like more the ketchup and the aioli for this as well?
I don't know. So, guys,
Look at this goodness right here.
I've said it before.
That's my favorite sandwich.
You're gonna enjoy it with him right now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoy the burger with him, and
I had it for lunch today.
he's gonna enjoy
All right.
the Reuben with
I'll
you.
tell you, yeah.
The Reuben is the perfect sandwich. So you've got the rye bread, you've got the sauerkraut, you've got the Thousand Island, you've got Swiss,
Yes.
and then you've got the corned beef.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
take the smaller half.
Yeah, take this. Okay.
The Reuben is the perfect sandwich.
There you go.
You got a marble rye.
There you go.
Dave's not mad at you.
Oh, it's still nice and warm.
Yes.
Dude.
It's all fresh. We brine it for 5-6 days, then we smoke it in house for like
You do.
3 hours and then we put it in the oven and cook.
So you're not messing around. This is legitimate.
Yeah, we cook it for like 6 hours in the oven, different temperature sets in our
Oh.
industrial oven that we have. We have an electric one that's nice state of the art, and it gives you different perspective on high lows. And we just found the perfect.
I
where
like
it's
it.
just so good.
It's a nice salty corned beef, but brine definitely took hold. Oh boy. Yeah, David, you're not kidding. This is
Telling you, it's good.
this is
It's all love into the food, man. Everybody thinks it's cliche, but man, if you love what you do, and every chef out there knows the simplest ingredients, but if you know how to treat them right and you make it with a good purpose, with the exact tea, it's perfect.
so you guys have it figured out. You got the beer and the food figured out. Like,
I mean,
a lot, yes.
if you take a look at our menu, it's intentionally simple. There's something on there for everybody, and everything on there is a perfect accompaniment to beer, regardless of what beer you get, and regardless of what menu item you decide on. And if you want to just come in and get a snack, and get something off of our starter side of things, or if you want to go big and get that burger, you're going to go home and you're going to be happy. You're going to feel good.
that burger is awesome. And I love how it all just kind of melts into the brioche.
Yes.
But this Reuben is delicious. And yeah, you got to have it warmed like this. This is I'll be asleep before you guys even leave the car.
I know, right?
I know, right? Yeah,
You got parking for a while. You're good. You're
I'm going to drive home with the windows down, radio cranked. Oh my God. I love it. Okay, so in summary, my notes, which are covered in tomatoes and cheese
Yes.
and various look.
Yeah. Sorry,
my
he
interview
ain't
notes right here.
lying. He ain't lying. Look.
All right, so Crushed by Giants, 601 North Rush in Ohio. Just to wrap this up, you are Enrique Roman. You are the
Yes.
head chef. Right behind me, David Kerns, head brewer. And also in the back seat, we have head of marketing, Joe Steigerwald. Guys, I love your place. I love how convenient
More
it
than
is.
welcome. Are welcome to come back.
Thank you. This is fantastic. And again, it's not a chain. It's not what you'd expect in River North. This is real, honest-to-God Chicago stuff happening here.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into what we do, and it's all love.
I love it. All right, we're going to wrap up the live broadcast. Thank you for watching. Guys, thank you. Thank you for the work you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for the food, which
Appreciate
is
it. Yeah, thank you.
gonna send me into a coma in moments.